Alright, I've just literally gotten in from watching Logan. It's about 1:45 in the morning. It's not too late, but I'm feeling pretty tired right now. The Odeon in Liverpool had this like special screening at X23 o'clock tonight. And thank you very much to the Odeon for giving us really cool seats tonight. They gave us premiere seats in IMAX. We saw the film in IMAX. So you may or may know some of the story from the trailer. It's basically Logan, like Wolverine, is looking after Professor X. Professor X isn't hiding, he's basically looking after him, and yes, that's where the story kind of starts. Now, I went into the Odeon today and I was basically told by 3 staff members that it was a very emotional film, it's an amazing film. And so basically by this point I was very, very intrigued by it. I was told that it was gruesome, I was told that it was emotional, and I was told that it probably should be an 18 rather than a 15. Now I was poised, waiting for the film to start. Let's see if they were right.
Holy fuck.
And it really does get off to a gruesome start. I mean, there's lots of swearing, there's lots of there's some really, really, really violent, gory scenes at the beginning. And those violent and gruesome scenes do carry on throughout the whole film. And as the film starts going, there's actually a lot of there's actually some comic relief from an unexpected Stephen Merchant in there. Even though he's like proper made up in all his mutant makeup, you can just spot him in his voice anyway. And without going into too much detail, because obviously some of you are going to go and see it, basically the little girl turns up that you've seen from the trailer, and she's a badass.
No. No. No.
I mean, when she fights like, do you remember Yoda from Attack of the Clones when he got to right at the end of the film, he just went absolute apeshit? Well, that little girl is just like the Yoda from Attack of the Clones, crossed with Linda Blair from The Exorcist. She's absolutely fucking mental when she fights.
Not okay.
Now, did I get emotional from the film? No, I didn't, because I don't think that's because I'm a die-hard comic book fan, or I haven't really followed Wolverine as closely as some people have. I think if you've followed Wolverine over the years, then yeah, you are going to get emotional. And without giving too much away, all I'm going to say is that Wolverine pretty much meets his match. I mean, the overall story was actually a lot of fun. It was actually more of a human story than the superhero story. Some of it was just like a road trip, like 3 generations of mutants going on a road trip. Professor X being like the grandfather figurehead, like Logan being like the father figure and the little girl. So it's just like 3 generations of mutant on this massive road trip to North Dakota. I guess what I can really say without giving too much away is that it felt more like a human story than a superhero story, but you still are aware of that they are mutants. Obviously, this really is the last Wolverine movie, so apparently it's been 17 years in the making, and it's very enjoyable. And say I'm probably don't seem as infused right now because it's like nearly 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm quite tired. But I would say go and see it. It's a really good movie. I think if you are a Wolverine fan, you're going to absolutely love it. You're going to be emotional. You're going to get completely emotional. I think if you like your human stories with a lot of action and a lot of gore and a lot of violence, you're going to like that as well. There is one piece of advice I will give to anyone who goes to see the film. Do not stay for after the end credits, because there's nothing after the end credits. Pretty much everyone in the IMAX screen just sat there waiting for something to come up after the end credits, and nothing did. There were a few grunts and groans, but yeah, once the credits start rolling, you can leave. You don't have to stick around. So I guess it is the end of an era for Wolverine. It's 2 hours of action fun that you're really going to enjoy. Lots of good one-liners, and I loved every single minute watching it in IMAX. I just love that big screen. It's great. Rest in peace, Logan.
This is what life looks like. People who love each other. A home. You should take a moment. Feel it. You still have time. Two days on the road, only 1 meal and hardly any sleep. She's 11, I'm fucking 90.